Hey everyone, just wanted to go ahead and put up a review of the Walther P22. Um, First review actually that I've ever done. There was a few of them out there on YouTube, but figured why not make one of myself? Just wanted to always give it a try, so here we go. Walther P22, just got it the other day. Actually got a chance to actually run it through the range, um, box itself, and here's what it comes with. We got your standard firearm lock, P22 manual, very important information inside there. Got ourselves bit of a couple of tools. We've got the reassembly rod. We've got palm swell rest there. Got the key for the safety, and or if you want to change the barrel, we got a barrel changing key over here. And of course, we've got the firearm itself, well, the P22. This also came with a um, the shot fired, or round that's been fired previously. Yeah, we'll just do that right there. Here we go. We've got the actual weapon itself, the firearm. Um, Here we go. Here it's on safe. Just want to make sure everybody can see that. And we got the magazine release right here. It's a little odd for me. I'm used to having a dedicated button on the side to hit a magazine release, but with a firearm this small, it would be hit all the time. So it's been actually pretty innovative, I think. You just hit the little bit of downforce right here, if you can see that, and it releases the magazine. Magazine itself is right here. This only came with one, unfortunately. Seems that Walther is trying to cut down on cost a little bit, so it only included one magazine. But fairly standard magazine, um, pretty nice. Um, Walther itself can, darn it, let's put this back in. Of course, there's nothing inside, completely empty. There we go. And it's locked, as you can tell, or hopefully you can tell there's no rounds in the chamber. It's completely empty. So you can see here, completely safe. Let's go ahead and release the mag again. Completely empty. And again, empty as well. So want to be safe. It's also on safe right here. But I went ahead and ran it through the range. About 100 rounds of CCI ammo. Very, very, very awesome firearm. Pretty accurate as well. It's quite small, but I've got very small hands, as you can tell. It fits my hands pretty much right there. Let me go ahead and put the magazine back in again. Um, it's right there, as you can see. The picking extender just hits it right there. So for those folks that have small hands, especially for I guess women that also have smaller hands, this would be a perfect firearm for them. The disassembly and reassembly, it's a little bit difficult. For myself, I found it a little bit strange that the takedown lever right here. For me, for some folks, I've seen it just be able to just push it down. For me, it just never seemed to work. I'd have to actually use like a fingernail and push that down a little bit, push that down, and then there we go. And then it kind of comes down the takedown. Um, Once it is taken down, of course, you want to make sure, double check. Again, nothing in the chamber, no magazine inside. But once you have the takedown lever, you just pull it back. And let me let that go, actually. Give me a quick second. Pull it back and lift it up and to the front. And there you go. Went ahead and actually gave this a cleaning after I got it back from the range. So it's nicely oiled, very, very smooth, and I can't wait to get it back to the range again. It was after the first couple of rounds from the magazine, the slide would kind of lock back. You would have to push it back forward, but I kind of checked that up more to just being straight out of the box without any kind of cleaning whatsoever. So I've got no qualms that once it has been cleaned up, it should perform flawlessly. Here we go. We've got a guide rod, spring. barrel is a fixed barrel. So if you do want to change it in the future to a longer barrel, you can use the barrel changing tool that comes included the wrench. Let me go ahead and take out this, put it back together here. Now, I find putting the firearm together is a little bit of a pain, especially as kind of compared to a. I also have a Smith & Wesson 9mm Sigma. But here we go. Here's the little tool there to help put it back up together. You have your guide rod. I've went ahead and put the spring in, and there's an actual indentation. You just go ahead and put that in there, and then guide rod. Take the frame, or I'm sorry, not the frame, the slide. Kind of push it back in. You'll see the helper tool there, and I've only put this back together once before, but there we go. It's a lot easier now. And you just go all the way back, push it in, and slide it forward to engage the slide, and you're good. Put that back up in there, and there you go. You're back and running again. Very, very interesting firearm. I went ahead and got it as a plinker, just for use at the range. You also have, I'm sorry, I didn't show it before, you have your safety here. Some folks, it's ambidextrous as well, for you ambidextrous folks, or folks that are just left-handed. This is in the fire mode. That's the safe mode. Again, no rounds in the magazine. Go ahead and put this back in here. I kind of don't like the hammer being back for some odd reason, so I just go back, let it go, and we're clear. And put it back on safe. But overall, really like the firearm. Performs very well. I can't wait to take it back to the range and give it another try. And I'm very sure it will perform flawlessly. Hope to give a backup review or a following after action type review with the how it is after the range, the second time at the range. But the first time around, I still had a blast with the firearm. For those of you that are brand new to firearms, here's some CCI hollow points, as you can tell right here. Very small, but I got a pack of these of 100 for a little bit over $6.50, including tax at Walmart. So I mean, just it's very economical to go shooting as opposed to a 9mm or another type of caliber. Let me go ahead and kind of compare it to a 9mm round, just so you can see what the difference would be. Obviously, the firearm is not meant for self-defense. Let me put it back up there. It's not a self-defense firearm at all, but yeah, very much a range type firearm, and you can tell it's just, you're just much better served for concealed carry or what have you with a 9mm round or higher, whichever one you can kind of go for. Some folks can only take a 38 or what have you, but if you know, you just don't want to rely on a 22 for self-defense. So it's not a self-defense type weapon. It's not a concealed carry type weapon, even though it possibly could. Let me kind of give you a comparison of size as compared to my Smith & Wesson Sigma. Kind of put that together there as best I can. So it's fairly small. It's much, I would say about 70% smaller or so, but otherwise quite well. It just fits really comfortably. Just so you folks know, Sigma itself is clear as well. Nothing in there, no magazine. Want to make sure we're always safe with firearms. And that's pretty much it. Just my first review of anything really. Smith & Wesson, or I'm sorry, Walther P22 firearm. Recommend it very much so. I definitely would recommend that if you get a chance to, definitely try renting it at the range and throwing down a few rounds. So there you go, folks. Have a good one.